already prepared our that. Once again, a very pleasant good morning to my dear friends and all those judges. Today, our case is about the misunderstood concept, and this case, I'm gonna explain to you about the case. So there is a company, a industry, Indian state industry. So this industry is situated in an industrial area. In this industrial area, the laborers who are working in that industry are aware of the daily business. So in this industry, in this Indian biscuit, there is a room. There is room number 9, and in that room, whoever are called, the purpose of calling the members in that room is the main purpose of that room is higher requirement. Means either the people are called in that room for the appointment, or the people are called in that room for firing them. Means remove them from the industry. So one day there will be an industrial festival organized by the industrial sector. So this industrial sector, the Indian district industry will be the member of this industrial sector. So the Indian district company, so he will be the manager, and he will call the supervisor to that room, that hiring person, in order to discuss him about that festival. So what the misunderstanding here is, the person, the manager will think that he is called to that room in order to fire him. But actually the matter is that he is called to that room in order to discuss about this festival, what the arrangements are done. So this misunderstanding will be there in between them. After that, the manager will be so sad, and the laborers will ask him what happened. He said that the manager is calling to fire from the company, and then all the laborers stop the work and they want to strike. By this strike, this thing will be coming to the notice to the manager after a long period. So this manager will go to the labor supervisor, and he will try to serve the experiment, but there is no chance of listening. They were right in a mood of listening the manager. So again the situation was going to worse and worse. Such a worse that the managing board director of the company comes again to the labor and supervisor, and he was explaining the mood of listening. So they were so angry, they were so upset, how could these guys fire our supervisor? But the matter here is, he called the supervisor in order to discuss about the arrangement of this festival. So this is a misunderstood context, and across the case which is gone to the labor department, and the supervisor, the managing director, the manager will be hired for it, and so much penalty will be given. So this is, we are going to show you on an act. So nothing will be going to act as two acts. Due to insufficiency of the people in our act, he will be acting one as a labor and second as the head of the labor department, and he, Mr. Pavan, will be acting as supervisor, and I will be acting as a manager and an steward. So now, Mr. Naveen is on the work in the industry work. He is just working, and he is the supervisor, and he is the supervising all these things. So I have been discussing about the arrangement of doing. So now the manager will tell the people to go and call the supervisor. That's higher requirement. So I'll be acting with him. So manager after the labor came to the situation and they their job they stop the work, they stop the level, and they strike for these come to manager or director so that this come stop the work. Now, after some time, the matter came to the notice of manager. So manager just went to the situation and make a decision. Hey, what's going on? Why did you stop the work? No, I am not. My son is so afraid. Why? Stop the work. Why is the also separated. No, we didn't actually. Listen to our words. Yeah, they were in a position to listen our words. He is in a position to listen what we say. So after this observation, again the manager there will become the situation. So what's going on? No, I will stop the work. Why? Why did you stop the work? What's the problem? No, actually, we didn't call you for that. No. So the situation went so much worse, and they weren't in a position to listen our words, they weren't in a position to listen personal knowledge, they weren't in a position to listen the managing director words. At last, the case went to the labor department, and he's the head of the labor department, and he decided to impose penalty on the company and despite the personal manager. This is due to the victim's source of. And again the company, the Indian state was again restarted. So this is about the act. So coming to question, sir has given us that first question. In the case of the Indian case, bring out the importance of context and credibility in communication. So, first, let me first explain what is the meaning of credibility. The meaning of credibility is trustworthy. The trust which you keep on the communicator and the communication speech which he is giving. If you are having so much of trust on the person who is communicating, then you will listen to his words and you will take consideration to his words and you will take the words which he is saying to you. So this is the meaning of credibility. And coming to the meaning of the context, I think you all are familiar about the context. What is the context? Is the meaning, whichever you are telling to them. For example, I am explaining about the case. This is a context. And so many words are there in such a way that the meaning in one sentence will be different from the other sentence. So the context is very important for this communication. So without context, there is, I think, maximum there will be of communication. According to other lectures, if they will spread their economy, he said that to reduce misunderstanding between people who are communicating, context is very important. So friends, this is answer the first question and coming to the second question. List out the direct and indirect causes for the escalation of tension at the Indian state. Second question is about what are the causes, the direct causes and indirect causes in which the tension has been aroused. First of all, I need to really remember that the manager was in so much of deeply thinker that he didn't think that the five causes the manager should be in such a way that I think you guys all didn't develop what, right? Are you familiar? Yeah. The movie Duku, like that. The manager should think through his brain, not through his eyes. In such a way, the manager didn't think that my colleague start to give us thinking like that. And the manager should be personally involved in his work. So he wasn't personally involved in his work. This is one of the direct causes. And indirect causes, he didn't win the trust of the labor conversion. Because of that, whatever the man is going and explaining, but they weren't in a position to listen to their own words. So he didn't earn the trust from the labor supervisors and the co-workers of him. So trust is very important, my dear friends. And coming to the third question, this is a very, very interesting question. I think we all guys are going to face this question in our future because we all guys are going to be the future managers. Aren't we? Come on, guys. I want to listen to the trouble. Yes or not? Yes. If you were the personal manager, what would you do? This is a hard question here. So, if I was the personal manager, first of all, I will win the trust of my co-workers. I will win the trust of my co-workers. whatever I say, just they should follow blindly. In such a way I was doing their trust. I personally go and I don't win the trust of them. And that's it. So finally the conclusion is that context is very, very important in communication, and any decision taken should be thought twice and twice. So thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Thank you one and all.